Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Bill Kennedy, and as you all know, I'm running for Niagara Falls City Council. First and foremost, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that voted for me. I can't even believe the response that came out of those numbers last Tuesday. It's hard to believe it's been a week already. But anyway, I would like to say congratulations to everyone that ran on any line for any office. It is not easy to put your name out there, so kudos to you for your efforts, because we're all trying to do the same thing, and that's just make Niagara Falls and Niagara County a better place to live. And we're looking for a new Niagara Falls. With that in mind, here are a few ideas and a plan for us to grow out of the enormous problems that we face. Now, while my opponents want to make this election about blame, blame is not going to solve our problems. Going forward, we need to start thinking about growing. Grow, grow, grow. Every time we think about an item, a budget item, a spending item, it should be grow. How is this going to help us grow? So, number one, we have to stabilize our budget. Plain and simple. I hope the state's dispute with the Senecas gets settled, and obviously I hope the funds come back to be used for their intended purposes, and that is to grow the economy of our city. My job as a councilman will be to be a checks and balances system, protecting the taxpayers of Niagara Falls. Now, I will sponsor legislation for the mayor and city controller to present the council with a realistic 5-year budget plan. Essential spending versus discretionary spending. This will be critical for the new council and those involved to understand. We have to stop the wants. We have to take care of the needs. It's plain and simple. There's no two ways about it. We have to reduce costs. One way that we can reduce costs is already in play. I saw it happen firsthand when my father retired from the city. So you have your senior members retire and you get a new, younger workforce in there. And they're not paying for high prescription costs and things of that nature. USA Niagara. Now, they are set up with the intent of casino money covering the payments. Well, guess what? We don't have that money, and the payments must stop immediately. I know some people aren't going to like that, but that's just the way it is. They have helped with projects, and I firmly believe that New York State can and should fund this department. It's the mayor should just simply renegotiate to have that taken care of by the state. Another idea is we have to consider recommendations from the Financial Restructuring Board, specifically utilizing Niagara County Economic Development Services. That's straightforward. I don't know why we don't do that. Another idea is to better utilize our tourism and parking funds. This just generally helps reduce the general budget expenses. One thing, in attending a lot of these city council meetings and watching things go back and forth, city council needs organization. We are long past due for committees. It is mind-blowing that we haven't adopted these working committees. This would probably end most of the dysfunction that we see on a regular basis. We just need an administrative committee that regularly meets with the city administrator to review all resolutions before they're brought to city council. I think it's quite straightforward, quite simple. You get a financial committee, and what they do is monitor the safety and the infrastructure. And you also bring in a committee for public safety and public works, and everybody works hand in hand. I think there's a huge division of all of those separate different departments, and it shouldn't be like that. We live here, we're the city, we have to function together, we have to work together. You don't have to like the person you work with, but we all have to coexist together to try to find happiness. One of the other things that I've mentioned multiple times, especially going door to door, is to grow our tax base. And I've mentioned the medical corridor being one of my focal points. It's a huge opportunity for us to grow our tax base, bring in jobs. Everybody needs health care, whether you're newborn or whether you're 90. Health care helps rebuild the areas that you live in. It's just plain and simple. But for us, the area near Niagara Falls Memorial Medical Center has tons of open opportunity for us to expand that medical corridor. So I would like to propose a committee of members from the administration of Niagara Falls Memorial Medical Center and government officials of each level, city, county, and state, meeting to do that. And I think this would be the absolute best use of our casino money should that money come back in. obviously it's a big issue, and hopefully it gets rectified soon. A huge opportunity. I see it everywhere I go. You see it everywhere you go. Better use of our waterfront. I don't know how many times everybody can bring it up, how many times we can talk about it. We have to start executing plans that are already in place. This is why it is key to rebuild the casino funding. This is what casino money was designed for. We need to become a year-round tourist destination. Winter activities, and then you utilize Destination Niagara to promote. It's a win-win situation for everybody. The other thing I mentioned on some of my literature that was mailed out is to utilize the Canadian marketplace. Long-term objectives, I know, but we have to start somewhere now so that we can reap the benefits in the future. I firmly believe that these ideas will lead Niagara Falls to a prosperous future, but we need our city administration to work together so that we can jointly fix everything that's wrong right now. But I hope to see you at the polls November 7th. Vote Bill Kennedy for Niagara Falls City Council. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.